You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15.
How are you? Happy Thursday. All right, today's a good day. Do you teach folks? Are you a teacher? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? Are you an employer as to teach your employees? Do you have to teach somebody something and you find they're just not paying attention? I'm going to give you something I've done for years today, a way to keep people's attention and kind of build some automatic motivation into lesson learning, automatic success, built right into it. I think you're going to like today. So hang on for the ride. You can use this. I should charge you $1 billion for this, but I'm not. All I ask is you use it, okay? It's coming up. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. We always stand up, take a step, and repeat. And we keep going until we get what we want. That's it. Doesn't matter what gets in the way. We're going to get around it, over it, under it, blow it up, crack it in half. I don't care what it is. If you say you want it and you mean it, you're going to go after it, and we're not going to stop until you get there. And that's what we're here for every single day, to make sure you remember that. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter what's going to happen tomorrow, you have inside of you what you want to do, and you should go after it. And I'm going to make sure you get there. Best I can, anyway. How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Sorry for the scratchy voice today. Allergies are still doing it for me. We'll get through it eventually. Today's a big day. Can I indulge you just a little? Will you indulge me, I guess I should say? I talk about stand up, take a step, repeat. It was 6 months ago. I found myself fluffy, fat, feeling old, yucky. I looked in the mirror. I didn't like what I looked like. It didn't feel like Scott. Made up my mind. I said, okay. I set a goal, going to lose some weight, start working out. I'm going to go after it. I just worked really hard. It was nonstop for 6 months. As of this moment in time, about 5 minutes ago, it's about an hour ago, actually, I hit my goal. Officially, 37 pounds, 169 right now. Still got some sculpting I think I want to do in the next couple of months, but I hit the goal. I went in maintenance mode. I went to Firehouse Subs, got myself a sub on a club. It was awesome. But you know what? If you happen to be a member of my Facebook group, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook, you will see the real self-centered expression of this success. Remember I said I didn't feel like I looked like myself? Didn't feel like on the inside that I was shining on the outside? We got some new professional photos done today. And I posted a couple in the Facebook group. If you want to see what happens over 6 months' time when you put your mind to it, and help me with my celebration going over there. dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Okay, let's get to it because we wasted enough time, but this is going to be fun. Now, this is going to be kind of cool today. I think, bear with me if you're not into this, if you're not into teaching folks, but ultimately what ends up happening is when you do teach people, and I think most of us teach people something every single day, there is a method to your madness to keep them engaged, to keep them automatically motivated. That's the reason for doing this today. So I'll get to that in just a second here. But this all pretty much stems back to my 5th grade teacher. Her name was Mrs. Etheridge. Way back, I went to Westgate Elementary School. That's in a place called Manassas, Virginia, in the Washington, D.C. area. Special time back there in the 60s. It's just kind of different, you know. I had to walk to school like 5 miles uphill both ways in snowstorms and rain. No, it's my dad's story. But Mrs. Etheridge had a very special knack for motivating her most free-spirited student. What am I talking about? Can you imagine me in 5th grade that maybe I might have been a little bit free-spirited? Maybe, okay, to be honest with you, I was. Yeah. But, you know, I also wouldn't be honest if I didn't tell you that she tamed this young boy. She saw me looking at the world as a place to explore. I always have, mostly between the lines, sometimes not between the lines. But I will say that when you begin teaching and motivating others to reach their full potential, you will quickly find ways to get them out of their own way, fire them up, and enjoy more success. Now, I'm that guy. I've always been that way. I've always really responded well to teachers who could just kind of harness my spirit and then get me out of my way a little bit and put me on a track and say, go. I love mastermind coaches for that reason. I have coaches for that. So when you first begin and you're teaching somebody and you want them to soar and go in a place where only they might not even believe, you believe, they don't believe, they're lost. You want them to go there, but you got to keep them engaged to do it. How do you do it? Well, here's the first thing. Heard this before. It's true. Before you begin, meet them where they are. In other words, you're the teacher, you know stuff. Don't stand up there and say, I'm the teacher, I know stuff, sit down and learn. Don't do that. No, meet them where they are. Meet them on this journey they're about to go on. Get them excited about what's going to happen. Set the frame, set the expectation for what's coming up. Today, this is what we're going to do. And get real creative about it so they can begin to see the picture. I'm a visual guy. You paint a picture for me and I can hear it. I start painting pictures in my mind and boom, I get excited. You have my attention. So what do? We've just met them where they are. We've established a bit of a framing so everybody knows what's going to be coming, even though we don't really know for sure. You do, they don't. Next, I want you to strengthen that foundation by reminding them of what they already know and the impact it's had on their life. Now, this is really important because people come into doing something new. They want to learn something new, but sometimes they forget what they've already learned. And what we want to do is let them be proud of what they've already done, how far they've come, what they've already accomplished, what their life is doing now based on what they've already learned, and just remind them of where they are. Next, now that we reminded them, we know what they're thinking, we're going to introduce that new knowledge that we promised. But we're not going to do it until they're open to receiving it. A lot of people go right to the teaching, and honestly, you can teach yourself right out of learning. It's like people try to sell. You can sell yourself out of it. I will tell you this, particularly those of you who are doing online stuff. You're teaching too much. Keep it simple. Set the expectation. Figure out what it is. And when they're open to receiving that little nugget you have, introduce it to folks and give it to them. Kind of like I'm doing today. Just one little nugget. But since stacking new knowledge on top of old can be, if you're like me, chasing shiny objects and forgetting everything you've already learned, integrating the new into the old is where we put it all together. So you have to think that way. So once we meet them where they are, once we begin to strengthen that foundation of what they've already learned, once we have this introduction to the new nugget that we have, we now know that we've got to integrate that old and that new together and show them how it works in their world. When you get new, how does it work in the world you already have? Because most folks will sit there and say, well, what you told me this last week, what do I do now, right? So just make sense of that. Adding a twist, by the way, an exciting twist, is really the thing that I have found the most beneficial, and I hold out to the very end whenever I'm working with anybody. So once I've already got this new knowledge, they think, hey, life is good, man. I know some new stuff. He told me how to use it. Off I go. I'm going to make this thing happen. I go, yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you something different. I add a twist to it. Something out of the blue. Something they didn't see coming. A total, complete bonus. The light bulb moment. I'm kind of saving the best for last without telling them. And it's a catalyst that paints a picture in their mind how to use the knowledge we've given them in the future. Finally, just give them a homework assignment. Send them out the door. Give them something to do. Give them something to practice if you'll prompt them to a practice. Makes sense? Now, some of you will get this right away. Others will be like, well, wait a second. A lot of psychology behind this. A lot of human psychology. And if you want people like me that are very creative and very intelligent, I think on most days. Thursday's one of them. You're good. Just glad you're here today. You got to think a little bit differently. Plus, you make it more fun. So what do? Well, let's go back. I've got some time. Meet them where they are. Set the expectation for what is to come. Get their attention. Next, strengthen the foundation by reminding them what they already know and how it's going to impact their life. Introduce the new knowledge when it's ready and they're open to receiving it, and then stack it together in a way that integrates with the old. Show them how to use it with the old. Finally, add that wonderful, new, exciting twist that makes them go, oh my God, this is crazy. And they might just remember that, but that will be the little thing that staples it all together. I promise you. We use this not only in teaching, we use it in business, use it in marketing all the time. Some people will say it's the hook, story, close kind of operation. It's sort of like that, but it doesn't matter. We're all in story, we're all hooking, we're all storytelling, and we're all closing to something. That's all this is when you put it together. So pay attention to it. Try it the next time you talk with somebody that you can teach. I think you might be surprised how well it works for you. All right, I'm going to rest my voice so I have a little bit more for you tomorrow. It's always the goal. But I am grateful that you're taking this ride with me. Thank you for that. And if you'd like, come to the Facebook page, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. I think we're up to about 1,500 folks now. I've been growing it just a couple of months now, so it's growing nicely. Love to have you. It's a nice group of folk. Come on over, say hi. All right, see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.